Welcome everyone, I'm Bad Karma Drone, aka Dronus. Join me today as we start a new gameplay series. The game we've chosen this time around is JCB Pioneer Mars. This will be the first part of a multi-part series for this game. This game is as you might have guessed from the title, you are dropped onto the surface of Mars. Your mission is to survive and prepare Mars for further human colonization. This game is currently available as of July 2019. It's available on Steam for the PC and on the Nintendo Switch via a digital download through Nintendo's eShop. We're going to get started here, but before we do, I'd like to ask you to please take a few seconds, smash that like button, subscribe, and follow. Your support really does help the channel grow. It helps us a lot. Alright then, let's get started here. I first found this game on YouTube. Somebody was playing it, and I'm kind of a construction freak type of guy, so I really do enjoy that type of gameplay. It's kind of fascinating. So I figured I'd get the game and play it for myself. Really didn't think I was going to stream it and upload it to YouTube, but the more I started playing around with it, the more fun this thing got. And before you know it, it takes over a lot of your time, because there's a lot to do in here. There's a lot. According to the JCB website there for the game, it's in its early access phase on Steam right now, and some of the key features that they've got for the thing is mine resources, construct buildings, research new technologies to grow your colony. It's powered by the Unreal Engine number 4, which provides pretty good realistic physics in the game. You've got a hostile environment. You've got all kinds of weather conditions, including meteor strikes, dust clouds, electrical storms, that kind of thing. So it's pretty interesting to play the game. They're also upcoming, according to the website, it says soon team up with online with other pioneers to expand your base and earn special rewards. So there may be at some point a multiplayer aspect to this game. It's possible. That would be interesting, because this is the one thing about the game that I really felt that was missing, was a multiplayer aspect of it. You know, much in those survivalist type of games like Ark, Survival Evolved, stuff like that. It's got that survival element to it, but it's not multiplayer. And that's the only thing that this game is lacking, in my opinion. The physics engines are awesome. The actual construction features, the construction equipment that you'll see in the game, both the unit you start with and the subsequent units that you get in the game as you progress, make this, if you're any type of construction buff or anything like that, you really enjoy that kind of stuff, this will be a game you'll really want to sink your teeth into. So let's go ahead and get started here. Let me get the right button. Here we go.
Success. Scanners confirm the existence of a potential life support system. Vehicle Explorer JMC X18. New mission. Rendezvous with Explorer JMC X18.
That gameplay volume down just a little bit. That's a little loud. Okay, so you crash land on Mars.
Highlighting meteor impact location on your hood. Please move quickly.
You crash land on Mars, and you've got to make your way to your vehicle, just the waypoint over there, let's see, and then find your home base. Locate that. Run. Damn. And survive all this stuff. I mean, we're getting closer to it. The environment in this gameplay is brutal. I've already played probably about the first 2 or 3 hours of gameplay before I decided to do a series on it, and it is awesome.
Turbulent weather patterns that have affected the mission are still within the immediate vicinity.
Dust clouds. Dust elevator. We're just gonna walk it from the side here.
Please enter the JMC X-18.
And here's the vehicle you start with. You spend an awful lot of time in this vehicle at the beginning of the game. I mean, an awful lot of time. This is kind of your go-to.
Use the JMC X-18 scanners to find the landing zone. Success. Pre-rendered habitation unit located within 2 kilometers. New mission. Drive to the landing zone.
If you look up at the HUD up at the top there, at the compass, right in the center of that is where we're headed to. That's the beginning of your base there, the start, the seed of your base. That always stays up there. So you always know how far you are from it. And believe me, you will run back and forth to that quite a bit in the game. A lot of the mission at the beginning is just setting everything up so that you can use everything. You know, getting all the stuff that you need together, powering it up, and get everything working. Upgrading this little rover that you're in here, this little crawler. Getting it upgraded so that it's a lot safer from the elements.
Meteorological assessment. JMC X-18's current vector will intersect with pressure-based electrostatic phenomena.
And for those people that enjoy car racing games, you know, there is this thing doesn't move
Course
very
of
fast.
action recommended. Evasive maneuvers.
But it does have you know, it does mimic the Mars's gravity, which is 0.8% of what we have here on Earth. So there's an awful lot of sliding and drifting going on, and skidding, and I mean, it's crazy. You're almost always sliding and drifting. It's like now I've got it in reverse and it just slides to a stop. It's kind of fun. Alright, here we are. Handbrake, there we go.
Syncing with habitation unit. HAB telemetry indicates damage occurred at approximately the same time as your interrupted descent.
Does she have a hot voice? Or
New mission. Restore the habitation unit to full working order. To analyze damage to the infrastructure of the habitat, all power sources are to be inspected.
So basically, you got to take a picture. Get close enough to each one of these. Take a picture so that they can be inspected.
Return to the HAB to refresh the suit's vital supplies. Analysis shows that the first solar panels require repair. Gather supplies and prepare for a second EVA. Equip the nanotech repair rifle.
Okay, so briefly, here's your inventory. You have your the 4 up at the top there, the active usable items. That's your D-pad on your controllers. Currently, I'm using a Pro controller, but it would be the same. You know, if you were using the regular Joy-Cons on the Nintendo Switch. But let's see. Here is your oxygen for your suit. You always want to have a couple of those on hand. And this will be the ammo for the repair gun. So we're going to pick up a couple of those. And the repair rifle is right here. Okay, so we want to equip the gun.
Head to the first solar device, Alpha 1.
Alright. And we go up to the damage marker here. And shoot
New
it to
mission,
repair.
EVA to repair the garage.
Put that other one needs any repair. Okay. So this structure back here is the garage where you keep your vehicle at, and it repairs it. It repowers it because it runs off of batteries, so it'll repower it, and it'll also keep your oxygen supplies up. There we go. We got that one. Let's see if there's any. There must be one more. Ah, it's up there. Okay.
Building repaired. Recover the JMC X18.
I guess we don't need to really have it out right now. There we go. So you can enter it from either side. It's kind of a drive-through type of thing. You enter one side and drive out the other. These doors will automatically open as you approach.
Vehicle repaired. You need to locate a logic board and power coupling, utilizing the hub scanners to project possible location to salvage. Scanning. New mission, salvage locations for equipment.
Okay. So let's get started with this part. You have to keep track of your power for this vehicle because it is battery powered. You run out of power and you'll be walking. Later in the game, you'll be able to have the options to carry extra power pack units to where you can extend your mission out, where you can just simply plug in extra power packs on the fly and extend the range of the vehicle. But in the beginning of the game, when you don't have that stuff, power management is critical. See how it's sliding everywhere? It's like it just drifts. That's cool. Okay, so we're going to park this thing right here. We've got to go up there on top of that nonsense to get up to where that salvage location is. So we'll exit the vehicle now and start working our way up there. And of course, they made it interesting. It's not. It's just, you just don't run over there, grab what you need. You got to figure out how to get over there to it. Jump onto these kept it very entertaining. Okay, so now we have to keep going around. I jumped too early. Oop, not right this time. Okay, here we go. And we're at our location. So we open up our inventory. On the right-hand panel is the item we need, and we'll transfer it to our inventory.
You must return the salvaged component to the hab.
So back to the habitat. You have to be careful. If you fall, you will create damage to yourself. I mean, you see that crate down there. What goodies are in that? But you do have to be careful. So I think what we're going to do, because I don't really want to fall down that way, let's see if we can manage our way around this thing, or over it at least. There we go. Okay. Can we get out of there? Yeah, easy if we get in there. Okay, yeah, there's a little ramp up. Let's check this out. Let's open up its inventory. Okay, in here we have fabric, antiseptic, a O2 regulator, rubber seals, and circuit boards. Let's, just for giggles, take the circuit board with a circuit board with us. Okay. These are our 2 canisters of air that we took earlier. We're going to go ahead and assign them an active key on the D-pad, and we will give them the up key command right there, so that if we get low on oxygen, we can just hit the D-pad, not have to muck around with going back and forth in the inventories and stuff. Okay. Now I believe somewhere over here somewhere, if I don't fall backwards, is our vehicle. Right there. Hello. Almost landed on it. That's cool. Alright. Let's head back to the habitat. Unlock the brakes. And away we go. Because you arrive with basically nothing in the game, you have to set up a lab there to where you can grow plants and stuff like that, and something that generates water, and you have to process minerals that you'll excavate to get the resources that you need to build things. It's not really simple. There is a little
New
complication
mission.
to it.
Enter the hab to install the salvaged component.
But it is entertaining. Let's keep you busy for hours and hours. Okay, let's go inside. See what's up. Okay, we're here. What do we do now? Well, I think we walk over here, open inventory, and we need that and transport.
Repair complete. Find the other missing component.
Okay, so that's one down. Our food and water look great right now. So we're pretty good there. I think yeah, we don't need to repair anything right now. I would like to take 2 more oxygen with me, because this next part might get a little long. So we'll load up 2 more. Those replenish, by the way. Those 2, you know, your ammo, repair ammo, and your O2 will replenish those cabinets, so you'll never completely run out. Okay, now the JCB unit here is a little down in oxygen and power, so we'll go ahead before we leave the area. We'll go ahead and run through here. You don't even have to stop, you just roll right through. Just like that. And you're back up to full power again. Now we need to run a scan, which we'll do right now. And locate that other item we need, which is 702 meters that way. I think. No, it's not. It's over that way. See? I wasn't paying attention. We don't have that far to go. Whoa. Careful. Just a note about this, you can get the vehicle stuck on the terrain. You can drive over something and get it lodged underneath the vehicle and get it stuck. I've done that twice now. And it's a long walk back, depending on where you are. Okay, let's stop right here. There is a cavern, or series of caverns, right down over there. It's going to take us to where the other part is, down near the center of the planet, or closer to the center of the planet. So let's get out of here and look down. Oh yeah, there are multiple ledges down here, and you have to land on each one, because if you just try to jump towards the center down there, you'll damage yourself. So you want to land on each platform. Like so. Till you get down to the bottom of the cavern. And don't worry, there's still more to go. Man, this thing's way down here. I'm not entirely sure how it got here. Referring to the component we need, not the cavern. Let's see. All right, oh. Okay, yeah. I think we got some more to go down. Man. I assume that ends somewhere. Yeah, right up here. I don't remember it being that far down. Getting back up, you do have a flashlight right there. There we go. Getting back up into that cavern area right here, jumping across, is a bit tricky after you try to get out of here. And I think I found a glitch in the game, which I'll show you here in a minute. How you fall through the game to get out of here. I'm not sure how that all works, but we'll see. Okay. There we go, open inventory. And we'll take this part and transfer it. Now we need to get back out of here, go up the way we came, up into that little cavern there. If I can hit the right button to jump, there we go. Man, I got it the first time. You should have seen me earlier, and I was fighting with it. Now here's the thing. You can't get out of here. You can't get up. You just don't jump high enough to do that. But there's something weird that happens here in the game. Let's see if I can get it. Right here. See this? You seem to fall through. Okay? And you're actually jumping, you're falling away, because you can turn back and look and see you're falling. Okay? And you just wait. You don't have to touch anything, you just wait. I assume this is not part of the game because you would be in lava right here, which would, you know, eat up the suit and kill you instantly. So again, I'm not real sure, and we're still falling because the distance to targets is getting further away. But you just land here. Here you are. Okay, and we'll run a scan real quick to find our vehicle. The habitat's back that way. We have a deposit over there. And we have to locate our vehicle. A little glitch there. I don't know if that was what they intended for how to get out of that cave, which I don't know. It's whatever it is. Okay, we can see our habitat there, but we need to find our car. Oh, there it is. Okay. The X-18 is cool. Alright, now let's drive back to the base real quick. Throw this in the main computer. And see how this works. Woo! Don't get stopped. This thing has a digger on the top of it we use to harvest the resources, the minerals from the planet. It's fun though to dig that. We're going to do that next episode. Alright, here we are. Skid. Way to stop this thing, let's throw it in reverse. Okay, exit out. Over here. And we'll transfer that part over.
Repairs complete. Systems online.
Yay.
Analysis shows the colony's power level is less than expected. Enter the colony plan visualizer.
The CPV, right there. Okay, let's use it. And here we can click on this one and it tells us where the break is. And all we have to do is click again, and the mission is complete there for that. Okay, now we've got it. Power back to it again. Just show you real briefly here. They have a power tree for everything. So once you clicked on an item, like we've got this solar panel unit, you can open the tech tree for it and upgrade it. Okay, you pick whatever you want and upgrade the unit itself. And you can do that for every item that you have here, and all the subsequent stuff that you have to have that you add to the game later, which is awesome. So we'll go ahead and back out. Okay, so now we have to put our utility vehicle here. Break off. Put it in the garage, and we're going to upgrade it. And a series of mini upgrades that are to come. Okay, here we go. And you come over to the panel right here. Vehicle terminal. Check this out. Okay, go to the tech tree down in the bottom right corner. And we pick what we want to upgrade. It doesn't really matter at the beginning. I would advise going evenly with these, not spending all of your upgrade points in one area, but to equally distribute them. So we'll start with shielding, because this is important in the game. It'll become apparent later how critical this is. So we'll start here. It's just a good place to start here. And we have two options at level 2. Each level here, with the exception of level 5, is 2 options. And you get to pick what you want. So we're going to worry about the corrosive shielding over the radiation shielding right now, because some of the future areas we go to early in the game has a lot of corrosive environments. So we want to get started kind of in upgrading that. So we'll select that one. Okay, and we have 0 upgrade points, so that's as far as we can go.
Return to the hab.
And we'll leave the vehicle parked here. It'll sit there until we need it. Go out the door.
JCB has been notified of your survival. This protocol will now enter hibernation until one of these directives fails to be satisfied. Maintain life support systems. Provide solutions critical to Martian survival. The creation of a self-sustaining habitat. Utilize the trade post to begin your pioneer mission.
Alright, so the trade post is right here. Okay, and these are your different missions. This is where you pick up your missions at. I'm not real sure that there's any advantage to any specific order. I just started at the top, and you just select one of them. And then well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and load all of them in. Anyway, we'll just load them into the thing here. Okay. And what we're going to do before we get started, we're going to go ahead and get ready to end this episode. Before I do, I wanted to take you outside and show you. There are a couple of crates around here, just outside the buildings here. wanted to kind of show you what was in them. Okay, we've got copper wiring, antiseptic, regulators, simple plastics, and sanitation tablets. And this one, let's see, repair. This is where you'll get your hydration in your food, right here. These are critical because in your survival, down in the lower left down there, your survival bars, you have to keep this stuff on hand. So we'll go ahead and we'll transfer, right now, we'll transfer 2 units each of water and food. Okay. Here's the small battery packs I talked about earlier that you can use for the rover, for your explorer vehicle, where you can extend your missions out further, and we'll take 2 of those as well. Okay, and a small med kit. We'll take 1 of those. You have to be careful. You have to watch your the number of items that you have in your inventory, because you don't want to completely run out. But what we'll do is we'll go ahead and preload the food and water into the active usable items in the D-pad. We'll load food there and water there. Okay. And we will put the battery packs also in there for the Explorer, JVC Explorer. All right, and we'll back out of here. So we're pretty much ready for a little bit of a longer mission. There are a couple more. I think there's like 3 more. Okay, over here. And this is some more O2. I'm not sure if these replenish or not. To be honest, I don't know. And some more ammo. Repair ammo. And then in this one, we have all kinds of components. We have iron. And O2 regulators, rubber seals, transistors, electrical wiring, lubricants, and small plastics. All these things are going to become apparent later why you need them as we build out the base. Alright. So there are supplies. There's another crate right over here. We're going to run over real quick and take a look at that. But you have to pay attention to your power, food, and water and oxygen levels on the lower left-hand side. Man, if those get low, you're in trouble. Okay. See here, we've got some different things. We've got fabrics. We've got refined iron, because there's regular iron and refined iron, and you're going to build a refinery in the parts as you go along the game. The parts of the parts of the base. One of the structures you'll build is a refinery. Okay, sanitation tablets and refined copper. So you'll be picking up different types of materials and refining them to build different structures in the game that you'll need. Launch pads. I mean, it's everything. You have to grow your own food so that you can live. Because obviously, as you can look and see, there are no McDonald's or Burger King signs anywhere on the horizon. None. There's no Taco Bell, which is enough to make me want to. Anyway. Okay. So we'll go ahead and end this episode right here. We'll stop this episode and like take a quick moment to have everybody, if you enjoyed this, please smash that like button, guys. Really smash it for me. Subscribe and follow. Your support helps the channel grow. If there's anything you want to see in the future, or any comments about this, or this particular game, or any other games that we play for that matter, please drop a comment below. Until next time, love, peace, and drone grease.